Luscran Towers GA Club in North County Dublin. We're here to preview this weekend's All-Ireland football final between Dublin and Mayo. I'm delighted to have with me Paul Clarke from MatchFit and coach of Fingal Ravens, and Mr. Val Andrews, famous coach from the Sixteen Cup winning teams, Railway Cup teams, Cavan and Louth. Gentlemen, these teams are very familiar with each other. They've played each other practically every year since 2012. There is very little between them. Where can the differences be made if we were to start on kickouts? What can Dublin do with Mayo? And on the Clarke kickout, what sort of pressure and how can that be a game breaker for them?
I think the success that Mayo had the last day, particularly in the first half on the short kick out of Kerry, I think the stat at half time was 65% possession, which is massive, it's huge, and the vast bulk of that came as a result of getting the short kickouts away. But you probably have a different animal in the Dublin forwards insofar as that they seem to have upped their game an awful lot in the last 18 months in terms of their ability to defend short kickouts, the ability to tease keepers into putting them where they want them to put it, and even if they do cough up possession, their ability to have patience and bring the player up the field to a zone where they can then engage with them and potentially strip the ball off them. So I think, Mayo probably really have to have a strategy for going on and winning breaks, number one, and then number two, I think it's really incumbent on them to support the player on the ball if they do get the short kick out of the way.
Support running is key.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
And Val, if you look at Dublin's effectiveness on kickouts of various teams, including Mayo, a lot of explosive pace is needed to be able to pull off that robber steal, but they're well equipped to do that. That's the personality of it.
Yeah, well, they tend to push forward to the full forward line to stop the quick kicking. However, if you were Mayo, I concur with Paul. Perhaps they have a slight advantage in the air of midfield. A slight advantage, I would say. But they have a distinct disadvantage on the ground in a very distinct in mobility terms and pace in midfield. So therefore, kicking it to midfield and kicking it long and putting it to Aidan O'Shea at centre forward, or Tom Parsons, or Shamey O'Shea in the air, perhaps makes more sense going long. Dublin have been very, very effective at putting out short kickouts.
Yeah, I think it makes sense for them to go long if O'Shea and Parsons, depending on the weather, can win clean ball and get it away pretty quickly. But not forgetting that their game is heavily based on the likes of Higgins and Boyle being line breakers and create those 2v1 situations.
Yes.
So in actual fact, they need to get the short kickouts away to enable that to happen, to enable to get Higgins onto the ball quickly, to get Boyle onto the ball quicker again.
Well, to interject there, I agree, but you can do that if you basically have a simple strategy that they're going to break the ball to the wing. So they're going to break it, they're going to break it to the wing area, and it's Boyle and Durkin and Vaughan coming onto it. But if you have a height advantage and an aerial advantage, maybe use it.
There's something to be said for that. Regardless of what either team should do, they have shown a strong inclination of what they generally do. This year, Cluxton will go with a short kick out generally, and Clarke and Mayo very much favour the short kick out, but you think they should mix up a little bit of a mixed strategy?
Yeah, I would say, Cluxton will probably, he will look to go short, but don't forget the very first kick out the last day was long to Scully, the smallest guy in the field.
Off the script.
Yeah, completely off the script. So he's got that in his locker to do that. He's done that on occasion before. However, he will want to go short and quickly within the 9 or 10 seconds.
That's his default.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. Mayo can kind of twist the arm in that regard, but it's very, very hard to do that for 70 minutes. As well as that, it disrupts your defensive setup as well.
Okay.
Plus, with substitutions in the mix, trying to get 4 guys to tune into that is tough. So they're probably going to need some, not just a black and white plan, they're going to need shades of grey in between there somewhere as well.
Mayo are going to try to press. I don't know. One of the simple strategies is that you're going to press the kickouts where you're going to take a free.
Right.
So therefore, that's really where they're going to press. I personally would say they should try zone, try press like that. But if Dublin are getting all these kickouts away, they should stop that strategy. It's a waste of energy. It's just a waste of energy, and they should just basically set up defensively. So they should allow the time.
Which team is more comfortable in a natural situation with their default setup on kickouts? Who has the slight advantage of
The slide, there is no slide. I got to show away. Look, let's be honest, it looks like the best in the business by a long distance.
Yes.
Clarke's kickouts, even on the short terms, are a little bit iffy sometimes. That the trajectory of the ball is a bit loopy. You mentioned that yourself in previous conversations. And they're prone to that. Dublin are good at pressing right, and they'll push the extra man up. Yeah, look, I'm sure people have done their homework, but if you can't stop them, Dublin short kickouts, give up wasting the energy and get them in the middle of the door. That's, you're wasting time.
A different
approach
needs to be created.
For sure. I mean, I think it goes back to marking men off the ball.
Yes.
Sometimes with kickouts, especially forwards, they tend to get sucked that 2 steps towards the ball when somebody else is dealing with it, and that's what creates the overlap, and it's all over that stuff.
But I was at a match last week, and it was just a club match, but it was played on the same size pitch as Clarke, and it is, with a goalkeeper who's anyway good, it's practically impossible to stop.
Yeah.
It's practically impossible to stop him kicking the ball to a major advantage to the players, if there's a bit of rhythm.
In discussing the kind of midfield options that are available, particularly to Mayo, we're talking about the kind of midfield combinations that they have. If we look at the likely midfield starting pairs for both teams, we're looking at James McCarthy and Brian Fenton, and we're almost certainly looking at Seamus O'Shea and Tom Parsons. Now, it's not as simple as those two versus those two, because guys like Aidan O'Shea, Jack McCaffrey for mobility, the middle eight is important, but is it fair to say that Dublin have a kind of a modern, mobile, pacing midfield?
The bottom line here is, from midfield, is the days of going up and catching the ball in general are few. There's probably 3 to 4 per game max, right? So therefore, it is a predominantly athletic, mobile, heads up support play. And Dublin are hugely equipped there, and Mayo are not.
Brian Fenton is a young master at this.
Yeah, Brian Fenton's a young master, and James McCarthy is unremarkable in open space.
Yeah, you see, I think
even if he's not, sorry.
Well, no, with the 2 boys, I think McCarthy and Fenton, they time their runs so well. You never see them getting ahead of the play and having to come back and start again.
They're
time and then hitting when the time is right. So, on balance between, say, O'Shea, the natural midfielders, O'Shea and Parsons, and the 2 Dublin guys,
it's more traditional, isn't it? It's more traditional versus the modern, high-bred,
conventional, tough, hard men.
Put it in the air, we go over it, and we have
it. The Dublin guys probably have, more points on the board in terms of what they can offer, bringing the game forward.
I mean, look at analytically. Look at Seamus O'Shea will not stay mobility-wise with either of them 2 players. Full stop. Parsons will try valiantly, right, but neither of them are explosive like the 2 boys. So they're going to struggle to cover them defensively.
And Dublin also have the likes of Michael Darren Cole as an option.
Who's even more direct, more forceful.
Yeah.
On the ground, he should do that. That's what we see at midfield.
Which remains to be seen, but the other thing about the midfield combinations, you could look at them on the merits of being midfielders, or whether they're traditional or modern, but it's very much how do they link in or set in motion their respective attacking units. I think Fenton particularly is adept at linking in with the forward 6, where the runs are coming from, being part of that himself. And I would say only really Parsons perhaps is the only real attacking option.
The intrusions into the line, to use a rugby phrase, of McCarthy and Fenton, and even McCarthy's more direct. When he goes, he's going to do damage.
But they go at pace. They take that ball in 4th gear to get into 5th gear. Whereas someone like O'Shea, when he's got some great strengths, he'll tend to take it in 2nd gear. So it's easier.
It's easy to cover. And one of the weaknesses, unfortunately, for Seamus O'Shea is that he has a great lightness for contact. He wants to take the ball into contact all the time in Dublin.
It leads to turnovers.
But there's other areas as you were going to bring up, I suppose. Dublin forwards versus Mayo backs, or vice versa.
Well, they've a lot of experience, but what will the matchups be, and how can an advantage be gained? Well, let's look at the Dublin forwards then, particularly the full forward line, which is likely to be Paddy Andrews and Dean Rock.
Constant forward, but okay.
Paddy Andrews from Mayo and Rock. ultra men, but also
I suppose, let's start with Mark 8. Who's Lee Keegan going to stop? Or try to stop this year? If Connolly, which we presume, might start.
I have the view that he's got to try and upset Kilkenny and put Kilkenny on the back foot, because a lot of what Dublin like doing is channeled through Kilkenny.
They like to put all his hands.
Exactly.
And he redirects it off.
And whilst they're picking and poking and moving between the lines, to use soccer parlance, he's just holding possession, distributing around, just doing the nice bread and butter stuff. Whereas if he's got a bit more of a headache with Keegan, that may not happen. Plus Keegan's athletic enough and strong enough to deal with it as well.
A lot of Mayo's dynamism tends to come from their half-back line, and Keegan can be part of that, but often they...
Who's Boyd got to think?
He's having a vintage season, but also he doesn't seem to see no of the matches, and he's this...
but
he's
in terms of matches, so if you're putting Keegan on Kilkenny, right, so then he has Boyd. Of course, we're going to get into the Dork episode now, but you have Boyle, Vaughan, Barrett, you know what I mean?
Higgins, Harrison.
Yeah, Higgins and Harrison. Higgins, he's 43 or that, he'd probably pick Andrews.
You imagine you pick up Andrews, but the fact that Andrews is probably the hardest inside forward.
Because he roams either wing and can a very dangerous and elusive type of target.
Mannion's probably too physically strong, I would suggest.
Well, there you brought up a huge one. Mannion. Mannion's lightning. Who are you putting on?
And he finally seems to be an assured starter this year.
And he's gone in and he's a wonderful footballer. So, who are you going to put on him? He's definitely something you have to put a bit of pace on. So,
for sure, yeah, and size, because he's 6'1" and he's a big man.
Yeah, he's a big man, yeah. People think
there seems to be a height advantage there for the Dubs. With a lot of their forwards are not just accurate and fast, but a lot of them, with the exception of Conor Bellin, are pretty big men. Whereas if you look at a lot of the Mayo
but if they're still not playing aerial game, so they're not aerial players.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
They're not bringing it into contact so much. If you watch the Tyrone game, they did anything but bring it into contact.
They're very, very good at what they do.
Moving.
Understanding the space and
exactly.
opportunity will arise.
And everyone understanding each other's runs and never even one man isolated.
But we don't know whether you say which is Dorkin and Boyle and Higgins will get a man American job.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Lee Keegan gets a man American job.
Yeah.
Chris Barrett
Donald Vaughan, if he starts,
gets a man American job. Who would you put Donald Vaughan? Chris Barrett will nominally take Conor O'Callaghan. That's a mismatch for Dublin.
For starters,
right?
Is there an argument therefore that maybe rather than let's say Keegan and Boyle and Barrett, it could be Keegan and Boyle and Durkin, and how much of a difference would that make? With apologies to Chris Barrett, who's having a short season,
but it would make perfect sense that Durkin on the pitch.
Well, would you not just get rid of Donny Vaughan or Shenny or Shay and put on Durkin? The bottom line is, you must go after the Dublin ability. Don't be giving a man a job he can't do. If you can't run quick, you're not going to learn how to run quick on Sunday.
If you take it, we'll talk about there on the substitutions. Vaughan typically doesn't last the game, so you're gonna I suppose bring him ashore quicker again if he's relying on mobility and running all the time.
He's one of the tighter and harder hitting Mayo defenders who gets in relation to this.
He is, and he loves playing against Dublin and he loves the physical contest against Dublin. But the far end of the pitch, is the far Dublin against Toronto were immaculate in their matchups. Do you know what I mean? They were immaculate the way they took out.
Perfect first 20 minutes, wasn't it?
But it's easy to be immaculate when there's one forward. Yes, they got the matchups right, but by and large, there was one forward. So it was that big.
Tyrone may have been the red herring as regards the red hen herring, so not really a top 3 team, and they were exposed.
Smith Fitzsimons is going to take Andy Moore. Yeah, Boyd took him before. He got man of the match before. That's going
He will have his hands full, and just to...
Philly has marked Aidan O'Shea. I don't think there's going to be Boyd. Aidan O'Shea will tend to roam out. If he stays in, you get help from Keane O'Sullivan.
But it suits Dublin that Philly.
When it comes to these matchups, Stephen Rochford and some of his predecessors might pull a big marquee tactical change, headline maker. Could they do something like that in the matchups?
No, because the bottom line is Dublin are going to play. if it worked before for you, you're going to do it again.
Sure.
So if Philly McMahon was successful against Avon Trade before, I presume that's going to happen. I would presume if Fitzsimmons was had success on Andy Moore, that's going to happen. Johnny Cooper will take Killian O'Connor, and McLaughlin will be on McCaffrey, so that'll be a sort of...
Is Andy Moran's form this year, which is probably a career best for him, is that something that, could he be a game-winning, he scored 3 goals trying to win this year's championship, despite not seeing out most of the games, substituting the first 7 games, but match in practically every second game they played, even when the team was struggling. Will Mayo need and require him to get the better of whoever is matched up with?
Yeah, I think probably in 2 lights, from a scorer point of view, number 1, although he's kind of come good in the last couple of games in that regard, so the first common game and the Kerry games. Earlier on, I'm not sure he was shooting the lights out really, and he's probably at about 52-53% for the year.
He's actually 56%, and which is a nice stat from play for the year.
They need him from the point of view of the fact that they haven't won one. They need their leaders doing something. They need the big play.
The iconic symbolic
exactly.
players.
They need that emotional boost off these guys. Now, you know, the Kerry lads tend to mark from behind and give an acre space in front.
Yes.
That's just not going to happen.
The man-to-man,
Exactly.
almost naivety.
And if you take, say, last year's 2 games, I think Mayo got 15 scores in both games. So it would suggest that exactly, yeah. It would suggest that Dublin's matchup by and large against Mayo are pretty good. I think the replay 9 of the 15 scores were from frees.
Yes.
So it would suggest that they bought them up pretty well from play. I suppose really what...
let's be honest, lads. You know, I mean, I can't see Dublin allowing a 34-year-old winning All-Ireland for Mayo. You know, that sounds like arrogant. It's not arrogant. It's just
logic.
fact. It's just logic. You're gonna... Andy Moran had a fabulous season. Dublin know that, right? Dublin will... Jim Gavin is not stupid. He's going to put his best marker. His best marker is making something.
But he's also got a backup plan. His best marker doesn't do it, Johnny Cooper will do it. If he doesn't do it, John Small, etc.
And John Small will probably on Dimmer O'Connor.
The thing we sometimes look at inside the line when analysing matches is attack analysis, the means by which a team brings it into the opposing 45, whether by passing, movement or kick passing. We took 2 Mayo League games in the National Football League, one in which Andy Moran started, another which he didn't play. Now he is the target man for all the passing to a huge degree, and against Kerry again, the one that's in Park and Tralee, and then against Monaghan, he didn't play, and Killian O'Connor moved further up. Killian O'Connor is the secondary target man, but they are predictable. They will go to Andy Moran. They're relying on him getting more than his fair share of the ball, being able to turn left or right, and he's equally effective off either wing. But are Dublin the type of team who can force him off after the 56 minutes? That seems to be the case in his day.
Dublin, Killian O'Connor's kicking 42%. Yes. If you're to be brutally frank here, right, 56% for Andy Moore, right, that's not going to cut it.
Unless there's a goal included in that.
That's not going to cut it. Like, I mean, when Gooch, his debut championship year, his first boy is about 15 minutes into the first half of the All-Ireland. Right, you have Mayo, all the Mayo fellas have to hit something like 2 tours for shots if they're going to have a chance. And they have to.
This ties in with something that Sean Gavin was quoted as saying today, that Dublin can more or less win this All-Ireland playing at 80% effectiveness, paraphrasing. I don't know if that's a bit glib, but he has first-hand experience running into this.
I think that's a headline rather. I think that's said from the point of view of all those, down talking Mayo's chances. I mean that's a nonsense thing to say in the final.
So when it comes to not just matchups but shooting accuracy, which you're alluding to, Val, is it true, or is there any truth to say that Mayo have to get more of the decisions, the in real-time decisions, and from the line correct than Dublin?
Yes.
Is it an
And just before you start that, really, the one thing which you have alluded to before, which strikes you about all these stats that you produced, which are wonderful, right, is that Dublin only scored 2-9 in 2016. So the bottom line for Mayo is, I suppose, what did we do that day? And for Dublin is saying, what did we do? Who would we got on? And we're not repeating it. Because that's the one very low score you see from Dublin.
It's all the character with all the games and performances, not just against Mayo, but against all comers.
About all comers. In terms of the scoring, look, you have the stats there. Mayo, what a goal, average a goal against Dublin or something like that.
Well, there are, as they say, lies in statistics, but one which may be relevant. If we look at the recent years of the Mayo-Dublin rivalry, there's been so little between them. The aggregate score between the two teams, it's Dublin lead by 5 points, but the actual, it's 5 goals and 107 points to Mayo, which comes to 122. Dublin are 12.91 for 127. It's only 5 points, is what jumps out at you, 12 goals and 5.
Which is the huge thing,
that's the huge message,
Yeah.
that latent or continual threat. So many different Dublin players being put the ball in the net, be it Bernard Brogan, and you've coached before, the likes of Kevin McMahon and Jeremy Connolly, and 3 of which will probably not even be starting the next day. Just shows you the strength. Mayo have never scored more than 1 goal in these championship games, but they've 5 times out of the last 6 they've managed to outpoint Dublin. Normally that means a win. And normally that should be in a Samovar. They still haven't done it. Do they have to score 2 goals? Is that their only goal?
Look, if they're going to win, they have to score at least 2 goals and 3 would clinch it. And that would be fair better than, because if they're only going to hit 42% or 52% or 55% of the shots, they're going to need it.
But this is also excluding one factor, because we're talking about percentage of shooting over the season or in the game or whatever. But frees then add to those stats, and it depends on both the ability to create chances and how much discipline is shown by the defence. Dean Rock, Killian O'Connor taking the frees. They both hit 9 points in last year's replay. O'Connor, they were all frees.
If it comes down to a free contest, Dean Rock's going to win. I think he's a better average.
And does a non-Dublin man say to that one?
No, I think Dean Rock wins it all the time, but I think the thing about the frees is that if we were having this conversation last year, I'd say, there's a high chance Dublin are going to concede ridiculous frees. However, apart from the Carlo game this year, which, they played club championship 2 weeks before, they're only back together so I kind of discount that a bit. They didn't really do much silly things by the way of bad defending, silly frees, that kind of thing. They seem to have really tightened up on that whole aspect of the game, particularly the forwards chasing back.
And they're doing nothing needless.
Exactly, when they don't need to do it. Before this there was a bit of pulse of better do something, that's
slightly reckless at times.
They seem to have got rid of that quite a bit. Now that's, obviously the number of stats people